There's nothing more terrifying than sitting in a classroom. The lights off, doors locked, and the sound of silence so loud it feels like the air itself is holding its breath. You listen for any sound, your imagination conjuring up images in the darkness. Every creak of the building, every sigh of the wind outside amplified in your mind. And then you hear footsteps in the hall, heavy footsteps getting closer, and someone is out there. Someone who shouldn't be. Tonight, I'll share with you 3 true lockdown horror stories that students and teachers never forgot. Story 1, The Shadow in the Hallway. It was an ordinary Wednesday afternoon in a high school in Ohio. The bell had just rung when the intercom buzzed with a shaky voice. Attention staff and students, we are going into lockdown. This is not a drill. The classroom froze. Desks scraped quietly against the floor as students rushed to the corner. The teacher locked the door, turned off the lights, and whispered, phones on silent. No noise. At first, everything was quiet. Then footsteps. Heavy, slow, echoing down the hall. Whoever it was, they weren't rushing like security would. They were strolling, almost enjoying it. A shadow passed under the classroom door. Someone tried to peek, and the teacher gripped their shoulder, shaking her head, eyes wide with terror. Suddenly, knock, knock, knock. 3 sharp knocks on the classroom door. Then silence. The doorknob rattled. Slowly, then violently. Students held their breath. Someone was trying to get in. The teacher pressed her body against the door, blocking the knob with all her strength. On the other side, whoever it was kept rattling the door, trying to force it open. Minutes felt like hours until finally the footsteps moved away. The lockdown lasted 47 minutes. When police cleared the building, they found the side door had been forced open. No one was ever caught. And to this day, no one knows who was knocking. Story 2, The Man by the Playground. It was recess in a Texas middle school. Kids were outside playing when an announcement crackled over the speakers. Code red, code red. All students returned to class immediately. Within seconds, kids were being herded inside by teachers. From the second-floor window of one classroom, a boy peeked outside. He saw a man wearing a dark hoodie standing perfectly still by the jungle gym. What was strange wasn't just his stillness, it was his face. Or rather, the fact that he was wearing a white mask like a blank mannequin staring up at the school. Every few minutes he would move, slowly from the swing set to the slide, then closer to the doors. Students whispered, trying not to scream. Then came the scariest part. A teacher's phone rang. A number she didn't recognize. She declined it, then it rang again. Finally, she answered, whispering, hello? A low male voice spoke. I can see you. Police later said the call came from a prepaid burner phone, never traced. When they searched outside, the man was gone. But muddy footprints were found just below that classroom window. Story 3, The Locker Room Incident. The year 2018. The location, a high school in California. The basketball team was practicing late when the lockdown alarm blared. Coaches rushed students into the locker room and turned out the lights. They waited in silence, then faint scratching, like fingernails dragging along the metal lockers. Everyone froze. One student whispered, stop messing around, but no one moved. The scratching grew louder, closer, until it was right next to them. Then a cell phone flashlight flicked on for just a second. It wasn't anyone's phone. It was coming from inside a locker. The coach shouted for everyone to stay still. Seconds later, the locker door creaked open on its own. But no one came out, just the beam of the light, and then darkness again. When SWAT cleared the building, they found no one. The lockers were empty. But the team swore they heard whispering that night, and to this day, no one practices alone in that gym. When the lights go out and the doors are locked, we rely on the people around us to keep us safe. But what if those people aren't safe? What if the danger is coming from inside the room? How many of these scary lockdown stories have you experienced? Share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a comment. We appreciate hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you next time.